your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snap.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas. Host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Right.
Off the play action, here's Fields. The Cowboys have it.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On second down, it's Dak. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. What a start. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Benet Wanwu out of return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Hurry up, hurry up.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. He's inside the 40, inside the 20, and he will dive into the end zone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Jets.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the play fake. Dak. Open down the field is Schoonmaker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Forced to his right. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. Their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped them behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run the toss here to Sanders. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The city just made a sweep. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Here we go, son. 222, 222.
The drive begins with a run, and it's home. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop.
Brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
Second and 7. Another run here with Paul. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yard.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Third down and 9.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play for the Jets. Pick up of 46 yards. A give. Here's Hall. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Fields now on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll set up the screen to Hall. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
It's first down, and it's Paul. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Now a second down throw for Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. When he's brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. To throw is Fields. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Israel McConnell.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. Oh, big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. First down, Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Fields. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 3-19.
Fields from the pistol. Throw here down the field. Would fall. Incomplete. Jeremy Ruckert was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 551. Left, right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Lamb going to see what he can do here. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Right to the line, eh?
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
No play action. It's Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Again, Prescott to the air. That's complete. It's Sanders. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Pistol now for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he's in! Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. And the Cowboys will take a 21-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Fields now to throw on first down. He's got a receiver, Alan Lazard. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Second down, it's Fields. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 40.
Dak can throw it here on first down. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. So we are through three. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, son.
Off we go with the fourth quarter, and it starts with a run by Hall. Not much there, maybe a yard.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third down and 9.
Here we go.
Fields now. They'll look to set up the screen here. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Here we go.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Flush to his right. To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on fourth down. First and 10.
Here we go.
On the run, here's Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Here we go. 5:51.
Fields to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Fields from the gun on third down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Micah Parsons.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. And I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
Yeah, here we go. Right, take.
Prescott on first down. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Sanders. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That is Will McDonald. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. First down. Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. A pass deep for Reynolds. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and they send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire